In the process of building out this box truck into a work living space, I have found some things more useful than others. So in this video, I want to break down the 5 most useful gadgets that I've had in this whole process. I think some of you will find some of them just as useful. So let's get out of the cab and go inside where it's definitely cooler and I'm not getting my arm burned by sunlight. So excuse the mess a little bit. I am in the middle of a bunch of things while I'm filming this video, but the heat, I think mentioning the heat is a really good transition into the first gadget, which is this. So this is the first gadget, which is a portable range hood extractor thingy. I'm gonna put it up on the screen somewhere with all the details on it. Basically, when you're cooking inside a van, box truck, whatever it is, you need to get rid of the grease and smells and all that sort of stuff. This does that. Essentially, this you plug into the wall. It has a fan on it. It has 3 fan speeds. You put it over your cooking top. So whatever your cooking top is, whether it's a little air fryer or stovetop, whatever it is, you put this next to it, turn it on, and it gets rid of all the grease, the steam, and all that sort of stuff, which is very, very useful if you don't want your truck, van, vehicle to stink like food. So this has been so useful to me, and I'm so glad that I got it. I think it was around $100 on Amazon, but it goes on sale quite a lot, so you can probably get it for less. There's a bunch of different versions of it. This is a little bit dusty because I've been doing some work. So it usually looks better than that, but it has removable filters. As you can see here, it has a front filter. It has a removable filter here. Also has a little removable grease catching cup thing too. But yeah, if you are going to be in a vehicle cooking and you don't have a $400 hood or whatever you want to call it, extractor fan thing, this is super useful, and this has been my best friend when cooking, when I'm not ordering takeout, which is more often than I should do. But the next thing on the list is just as important, which is what I use to relax. So let's head over this way. So when it comes to relaxing, I have a projector. That is not the gadget though. The gadget that I like is this is an Anker Bluetooth speaker, rechargeable, USB. It was, I think it was like $30, maybe even less than $30. It lasts for 10 hours or something like that. But this is super useful because A, the projector sound is crap. The sound on this is not. As soon as I turn this on, it automatically connects to the projector, and I can use this as a sound bar when I'm watching movies. So that is the first use for it. So when I'm watching a movie on my projector, I do this. Pull the screen down. Then I turn this on. And you can hear it. And then I turn my projector on, which is going to have a big shadow on it because the camera's there. But I turn the projector on, and this acts as a sound bar for the sound coming out of the projector. The sound is very loud, it's way better, and it comes from in front of you rather than up there. So that is the first use for it. You just heard it connect. But that's not the only use for it, because it's also just a Bluetooth speaker. So you can use it for pretty much anything, listening to music, whatever it is. And there are a bunch of mounts that you can get for it, which I'm attaching around the truck at the moment. Just different mounts so that I can put it right next to me as I'm cooking, right next to me as I'm working, just to listen to music, whatever it is. You can take it out if you're traveling outside to listen to music from the inside, from your computer, wherever it is, and it lasts for ages. Sound quality is really good, and for a cheap little speaker, I'm super impressed. Super flexible. That for whatever it was, $20, $30, very good gadget, very happy with that. Speaking of relaxing, pretty much all of these are for relaxing, but not all of them. one of the most useful gadgets that I have for relaxing. It's something I've shown a little bit, but I want to go into a bit more detail in this. So let's move in. So let me get it a bit more slouchy with a couple more pillows and stuff for this one. So this is my third pick, and this is called the Retroid Pocket Flip 2. This is, technically it's a gaming console. Let me open it up for you. Boop. This is technically a gaming console that runs on Android. It's basically an Android operating system with some controls on it, and it is very portable, very protected in a little clamshell design, and it's about $200. You can get it online, but this can emulate a lot of different video game systems. So pretty much everything from the old Ataris, the old Commodores, Spectrums, Nintendos, Game Boys, PlayStation, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, GameCube, pretty much everything all the way up to the Switch, I believe, can be emulated on this device. So this is what I use to relax. It has saved my sanity so many times, but it doesn't just run games. Because it runs Android as well, every app that you can have for your phone, for an Android phone, you can also put on this. So what I normally do is I would normally connect it up to my projector just through USB to HDMI, and I can stream movies from it, whether it's Hulu, Netflix, whatever. I can also stream from my home server that I have as well through Plex, so I can watch shows and movies that I've bought and owned and have on there, music through there as well, so it's not reliant on an internet connection, and I can just play it through my projector, or I can just watch it on the screen here. So this is probably my most used gadget, because essentially this is my little entertainment center. So I can play games, I can read, pretty much do everything on this and not have emails pinging or any sort of work stuff or text messages. This is just for entertaining me, and it is, yeah, probably my most used gadget during this whole build process. So that is the Retroid Pocket Flip 2. This was actually a gift for my birthday that I am eternally grateful for, because I've used it every day. It's kept me sane, it's forced me to relax, and it's also kept me off my phone from doing work or text messages, or it's prevented me from doom scrolling a lot. I'm very grateful for it. But obviously, it's not just about entertainment, it's also about productivity. I'm a digital nomad officially, so when it comes to productivity, there is another gadget that is being pretty cheap. Technically it's two gadgets, but it's been so useful for my productivity. So for those of you who don't know, I run my own business. So I spend a lot of time at my desk on my computer, which is big part of this build. So when I spend most of my day working, I need to be productive, and I want to show you my favorite productivity gadgets that has been very useful. Come over here and I'll show you. So this is technically two gadgets. So oftentimes I like to look outside, and I'll have my little laptop thingy here and I can look outside the window, which is wonderful. But sometimes I need to go into hardcore work mode and I need to have my screen in front of me, but not all the time. So I did have a monitor that kind of swung out, but it was heavy, it was bulky, and it was just permanently ugly there. So I scrapped that and I sold it. But I still need an external monitor. So when I'm working during the day, I like to work in front of the window. Sometimes I have this open, sometimes I have it closed, but I often like to have a second monitor. Now I had a second monitor here, which is what these holes are for, but it was kind of ugly, it was clunky, and it got in the way a lot, and I kind of like to have my space clean when I'm not working on it. It gives my brain a bit of pause. So I came up with a different solution. This solution is a second monitor that is a little bit more lightweight and a little bit more tucked away when I'm not using it. So like I said, it's technically two gadgets. The first thing is this magnetic monitor stand that I attached to the upper cabinets. I'm quite proud of this. So what you do is you pull down the monitor arm, and this has a little magnet on it. And then I have this small USB-C monitor, which is super flat. It was maybe, I think it was like $65, $70 or something like that. This little screen goes onto here, like that with the magnet, and then I just get a little USB cable to plug into my PC, and I have a monitor there to work from. Now, yes, it is small. It's about a 15 or 16 inch sort of size, screen size, but that screen size with my tablet screen size gives me a perfect amount of space and setup for the way that I work, and it's just a USB cable that connects the two, and that's it. I have a dual screen setup. I technically have a third screen over here as well for my teleprompter. So this is a perfect little portable setup for me, but most importantly, it also means that when I do clear it away at nighttime and want to get off of work mode, I hate to see work stuff because it constantly reminds me. It's super easy. Computer away. Monitor just has its own little protector. It came with it, this protective screen. Literally fits in the top of my drawer that I can just slide away. And then the monitor arm. Monitor arm just tucks up there, and then you've got completely free space again to have an unobstructed view of the window to relax in the evening. I don't have to have work stuff there. So super useful. So that to me is super useful for my productivity during work, but also my sanity for clearing it away and not having a monitor just there filling up space. I like everything to pack away clean. It keeps my brain calm. And that brings me on to my final gadget that I find most useful. I think 99% of people are not going to give two craps about it. So feel free to click the like button on the way out if you are going to cut out early, but I'm still going to jump into it because I found it useful. So for those of you who are sticking around, even though I gave a bit of a warning, I'm going to give you a bonus one after this. So you're going to benefit more than those people that dipped out earlier. Just to let you know, this is the second to last gadget. This is a travel iron. Now, I know that this is just, what the hell, who cares about a travel iron? And I think that most people in the United States don't really use irons. I'm English, so when it comes to shirts and stuff like that, and just in these videos I look like absolute trash because I'm always in construction mode, but the rest of my life I like to look after myself. I like to dress smartly, and that means that I have a little travel iron. This is super low wattage, doesn't even need water in it, but helps me get my shirts and my t-shirts when I do iron them looking nice. So when I'm meeting people outside in the real world, not just dressed like trash on my YouTube channel, it's super useful. It was super cheap as well, but look at it. It's a little baby. It literally is a little baby iron. I love it so much. So let me talk about the bonus one. This is a very specific van life one. I've only seen mentioned like twice, and I don't know why people don't talk about this more, so give me 1 second. Okay, this is the bonus one. This is a gorilla mounting putty. So this stuff is basically low residue tack that you put on the bottom of stuff to stop it sliding around. When you see like the van lifey people with all these like nice plants and bottles and stuff just like around, I used to watch the videos and be like, as soon as you get on the road, all that stuff is going to go flying off. So do you just take an hour to put everything away in a closet or cabinet? I didn't understand how you do it, and I was watching, I can't remember what channel it was, some van life channel, and they were talking about this putty stuff that you stick to the bottom of things to stop it sliding around, and it's so useful. So I have it, come with me. I've used it here on these little beautiful fake plants that I have. These alone are worth the money to give me a bit of sanity and fake nature. So I have it here on my little weather station as well, so I can always have my weather station just there. I've been using it on this little fake plant as well, this little catch-all that I put my keys and my wallet and all that sort of stuff in as well. It holds up to 2 pounds, I think, but it's super useful for just stopping anything from sliding across. You can use it on a lot of stuff, and it also doesn't leave any residue. It doesn't leave any like that greasy mark that you see when you use other tack. I put this on once, I forgot about it since then, and it is, as you can see, totally rock solid. It's not going anywhere. Super useful, and I can't remember how much it was. I think it was like $5 or something like that for 2 packs. I have no idea. And I've used not even 1% of a one pack. So this is gonna last me forever. But yeah, they've been my most used gadgets that I've had since starting this van life, box truck life journey. Some has helped me be productive, some has helped me be more organized, some has helped me just not lose my absolute mind as I've been building out this box truck. But all of them have been very valuable to me thus far. But I want to hear from you guys if you are fellow van lifers or RVers or box truckers or vehicle dwellers, whatever it is. I want to hear what is the most useful gadgets that you've had on your journey. Let me know in the comments so that I can also keep building my useful gadgets. Thank you for joining me, and for now, I'm clocking